Welcome to Cosmic Mind UV, y'all. Welcome to Cosmic Mind UV. Hopefully, my signal will work out. We can work it out
Your
this
brain is
time. Let's
operating.
go.
Your brain is operating in theta. Well, theta is hypnosis. So I said, what can you do? And this is the old story. You've heard people do it. You put a pair of earphones on at night. You play a program that you want to be true in your life. The moment you fall asleep, the conscious mind shut off, but the subconscious mind is now in record theta. So whatever is coming through the earphones at that moment after you fall asleep, you don't hear it, but the subconscious mind is hearing it and downloading it in a state of theta. The first way of changing a belief system is to get into theta. This is called self-hypnosis. Put the earphones on, play the program.
Royal day, royal night, royal afternoon, whatever it is in your perspective areas, man. The videos and stuff usually don't be working sometimes. Sometimes I get my signal, sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? I be in, my Wi-Fi be going in and out odd places. I be outdoors a lot, and I got an RV, so the signal just be sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it won't. I'm gonna try the video one more time to see if it'll come through, and we'll just, it might be coming through on your end, it's just not coming through on mine. So that's what's going on. So let's see if it'll.
The idea of the higher mind is like a version of yourself that's standing on the mountaintop looking down into the valley. The physical mind lives down in the valley. It can't see around the next bend, but the higher mind can. And therefore the higher mind, by sending you these messages that contain your vibration of passion, of who you truly are guiding you to say, if you act on this, you will go down the right path for you. When you ignore it, when you don't act on it, then you could fall into a hole because you're thinking, well, I know better, I'm going to go this way, and that's not necessarily the path that is actually working for you. When you do not act on your passion, then there is no reason for your higher mind to send you more opportunities that contain passion if you're not willing to act on what it's already sent you. So acting on your passion creates this sort of snowball effect and creates this dialogue between your physical mind and your higher mind. And it can keep sending you more opportunities to act on your passion, and they can build and build and become greater and greater until your entire life is just full of passion. Even if you're acting on your passion on little everyday things, you're still acting on the thing that's the most passionate for you, the most attractive to you, the most exciting for you. And that still can be a fulfilled life.
All right, all right, all right. Hopefully y'all got that video on y'all end. Like I said, the signal be, doing what it does. So, please share, support the channel, donate, because it'd be a lot to get these broadcasts out sometimes. The Wi-Fi be doing the break dancing. But yeah. Hope all is well. Let's go ahead and get into it. Some of the principles described in this course are familiar to all who will read the course. Make sure you share this. Make sure you share this. Others are here stated for the first time. It should be kept in mind from the first lesson to the last that the value of the philosophy lies entirely in the thought stimuli it will produce in the mind of the student and not merely in the lessons themselves. All right. Stated in another way, this course is intended as a mind stimulant that will cause the student to organize and direct to a definite end the forces of his or her mind, thus harnessing the stupendous power which most people waste in purposeless thought. This is definite chief aim right here for the creating the mastermind part two. Singleness of purpose is essential for success, no matter what may be one's idea of the definition of success. Yet singleness of purpose is a quality which may and generally does call for thought on many aligned subjects. All right, let's see what we got next. Let's see. Hope all is well. Blessing, peace, and love. Make sure you share. Here we go. All right. Every person should make it his or her business to gather new ideas from sources other than the environment in which he or she daily lives and works. The mind becomes withered, stagnant, narrow, and closed unless it searches for new ideas. The farmer should come to the city quite often and walk up amongst the strange faces and the tall buildings. He will go back to his farm, his mind refreshed with more courage and greater enthusiasm. Let me see. Let's see. The mind becomes more alert, more elastic, and more ready to work with speed and accuracy after it has been bathed in new ideas outside of one's own field of daily labor. Let me see. Hmm. The major evil. Let's see if I can put a little bit of chill something on. But it says the major evil the student is requested to avoid is that, let's see. I don't like that one. Okay. The major evil the student is requested to avoid is that of forming opinions without definite facts as the basis, which brings the mind of Hubert Spencer's famous admission in these words. There is a simple principle which is a bar against all information, which is proof against all argument, and which cannot fail to keep a man or woman in everlasting ignorance. The principle is contempt prior to examination. It may be well to bear this principle in mind when you come to the study of the law of the mastermind described in this lesson, these lessons. The law embodies an entirely new principle of mind operation. And for this reason alone, it will be difficult for many students to accept it as sound until after they experimented with it. When the fact is considered, however, the law of the mastermind is known to be the real basis of most of the achievements of those who are considered geniuses. Uh, this law takes on a aspect which calls for more than quote unquote snap judgment opinions. All right. Success is the development of power with which to get whatever one wants in life without interfering with the rights of others. Hmm. I'm reading, y'all. I'm grabbing as I go along, grabbing sentences as I go along. I will lay particular stress upon the word quote unquote power because it is inseparably related to success. We are living in a world and during an age of intense competition, and the law of the survival of the fittest is everywhere in evidence. Because of these facts, all who would enjoy enduring success must go about its attainment through the use of power. And what is power? Power is organized energy or effort. Power is organized energy or effort. Please write these in your notes. This course is properly called the law of success for the reason that it teaches how one may organize facts and knowledge and the faculties of one's mind into a unit of power. Hmm. This course brings you a quote unquote definite promise, namely that through its mastery and application, you can get whatever you want with but two qualifying words within quote unquote within reason. This qualification takes into consideration your education, your wisdom, your lack of it, your physical endurance, your temperament, and all of the other qualities mentioned in the 15 lessons of this course um, as being the factors most essential in the attainment of success. Without a single exception, those who have attained unusual success have done so either consciously or unconsciously through the aid of all or a portion of the 15 major factors of which this course is compiled. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got. What we got left. Let's see. Checking out, just reading through y'all, grabbing different sentences, y'all, grabbing different great points, grabbing different great points. All right, let me see. Let's see. Organized effort. Let me see. They ain't giving me no good beats tonight. Organized effort may be made a power, but it may also be made a dangerous power unless guided with intelligence, which is the chief reason why the 15 lesson of this course is devoted largely to describing how to direct the power of organized effort so that it will lead to success. That sort of success which is founded upon truth and justice and fairness that led to ultimate happiness. Let me see. What do we got? Every strategist, whether in business or war, etc., or industry or other callings, understand the value of organized, coordinated effort. Again, power is organized effort, as read, has been stated. Success is based upon power. Let's see. What we got next? All right. Definite chief aim. Keynote of this entire lesson may be found in the word definite. It is almost appalling to know that 95% of the people of the world are drifting aimlessly through life without the slightest conception of the work for which they are best fitted, and with no conception whatsoever of even the need of such a thing as a definite objective towards which to strive. This is a psychological and as well as an economical reason for the section of a definite chief aim in life. Let us devote our attention to the psychological side of the question first. It is a well established principle of psychology that a person's acts are always in harmony with the dominating thoughts of his or her mind. Any definite chief aim that is deliberately fixed in the mind and held there with the determination to realize it finally saturates the entire subconscious mind until it automatically influences the physical action of the body towards the attainment of that purpose. Your definite chief aim in life should be selected with deliberate care, and after it has been selected, it should be written out and placed where you will see it once a day. The psychological effort of which is to impress this purpose upon your subconscious mind so strongly that it accepts that purpose as a pattern or blueprint that will eventually dominate your activities in life and lead you step by step towards the attainment of your object back of that purpose. I mean, of the object back of that purpose. Yeah. The principle of psychology through which you can impress your definite chief aim upon your subconscious mind is called autosuggestion or suggestion, which you repeatedly make to yourself. It is a degree of self hypnosis, hypnotism, but do not be afraid of it on the account for it for afraid of it on that account, for it was this same principle through the aid of which Napoleon lifted himself from, they said the story of that. So let me see. Be sure that your definite purpose is constructive, that its attainment um will bring hardship and misery to no one, that it will bring you peace and prosperity. Then apply the limit of your overstanding or understanding the principle of self-suggestion for the speedy attainment of this purpose. Let me see. The subconscious mind may be likened to the magnet, and when it has been vitalized and thoroughly saturated with any definite purpose, it has a decided tendency to attract all that is necessary for the fulfillment of that purpose. This is why your mind and your brain is your higher power, the thoughts and etc. Okay, as we know, like attracts like, and you may see evidence of this law in every blade of grass and every growing tree. Let me see. A professor of Yale University and an illiterate hobo have nothing in common. They would be miserable if thrown together for any length of time. Oil and water will mix as readily as men and women who have nothing in common. Let me see. All of which leads up to this statement that you will attract to you people who harmonize with your own philosophy of life, whether you wish it or not. This being true, you cannot see the importance. You can now you cannot see the importance of vitalizing your mind with a definite chief aim that will attract you people who will be of help to you and not a hindrance. Let me get a little sip real quick, y'all. Let's take a little sip break, B. Take a little sip break. Let's take a little sip break. All right. Let's see. Suppose your definite chief aim is far above your present station in life. What of it? Is it your privilege, nay, your duty? Let me see. To aim high in life, you owe it to yourself and the community in which you live to set high standards for yourself. Let's see what we got next. Let's see what we got. What we got. Every well-built house started in the form of a definite purpose plus a definite plan in the nature of a set blueprint. Imagine what would happen if one tried to build a house by the haphazard method without plans. Let's see. Yet, had you ever stopped to think that most people finish school, take up employment, or enter a trade or profession without the slightest conception of anything that even remotely resembles a definite purpose or a definite plan? In the view of the fact that science has provided reasonably accurate ways and means of analyzing character and determining the life work for which people are best fitted, does it not seem a modern tragedy that 95% of the adult population of the world is made up of men and women who are, this is what the book's saying, failures because they have not found their proper niches in the world's work. If success depends upon power, and the power is organized effort, and the first step in the direction of organization is a definite purpose, then one may easily see why such a purpose is essential. Upon a man and woman or a woman selects a definite purpose in life, he or she dissipates his or her energies and spreads his or her thoughts over so many subjects and in so many different directions that they lead not to power but to indecision and weakness. With the aid of a small reading glass, you can teach yourself a great lesson on the value of organized effort. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Desire is the factor which determines what your definite purpose in life should be. No one can select your dominating desire for you, but once you select it yourself, it becomes your definite chief aim and occupies the spotlight of your mind until it is satisfied by the transformation into reality, unless you permit it to be pushed aside by conflicting desires. To emphasize the principle that I am here trying to make clear, I know it is not unreasonable to suggest that to be sure of successful achievement, one's definite chief aim in life should be backed up with a burning desire for its achievement. Let's see. Science has established beyond the slightest room for doubt that through the principle of autosuggestion, any deeply rooted desire saturates the entire body and mind with the nature of the desire and literally transform the mind into a powerful magnet that will attract not properly interpreted. Let me see. Hold on. Attract the objects of desire if they are within reason. If they are within reason, for the enlightenment of those who might not properly interpret the meaning of this statement, I will, and let me see, I will elaborate. Let me see. Meaning of this statement, I will endeavor to state this principle in another way. For example, merely desiring an automobile will not cause that automobile to come rolling in. But if there is a burning desire for an automobile, that desire will lead to the appropriate action through which an automobile may be paid for. Hmm. Let's see. This lesson will not be completed until you have made your choice as to what your definite chief aim in life is to be, and then recorded in a description of that purpose in writing and placing it where you can see it every rising when you arise and every night when you retire. Let's see. A definite purpose is something that you must create for yourself. No one else can create it for you, and it will not create itself. Start now to analyzing your desires and find out what it is that you wish, then make up your mind to get it. Lesson 2 will point out to you the next step and show you how to proceed. So you how to proceed. Nothing is left to chance in this reading course. Every step is marked plainly. Your part is to follow directions until you arrive at your destination, which is presented by your definite chief aim, represented by your definite chief aim. Make that aim clear and back it up with persistence, which does not recognize the word quote unquote impossible. When you come to select your definite chief aim, just keep in mind the fact that you cannot aim too high. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Physical and social heredity. All that all that man is, both physically and mentally, he came by through two forms of heredity. One is known as physical heredity, and the other is called social heredity. Through the law of physical heredity, man has slowly evolved from a single cell form through the stage of development corresponding through stages of development corresponding to all the known animal forms now on this earth, including those which are known to have existed by which are now extinct. Let me see. Hmm. The I think the lessons was like fear of poverty, fear of old age, fear of criticism. Let me see, fear of loss of love. Let me see, fear of loss of love one, someone, of love someone. You said love someone. The fear of ill health, the fear of death. We got that. We'll go through those another time, another space. Let me see. Let me see. And then that's the definite chief thing right there. That's all of that. The next one is uh the habit of saving. You know what I'm saying? So peace, love, hope all is well. Hope you got something out of this. The videos, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, hopefully they played on your end. If not, then we'll, get a better signal and we'll rock out with it on the next go round. I'm gonna give it another shot and see if it's gonna play. You know what I mean? But yeah,
The idea of the higher
forget
mind is
about
like
it.
a version of
See what
yourself
they,
that's
like I said,
standing
might
on the
be funny here every
mountaintop
time I
looking
do
down into the valley. The physical
it. So
mind lives down
whatever
in the
they
valley.
play, I'm gonna
It can't see around the next bend, but the higher mind can. And therefore, the higher mind, by sending you these messages that contain your vibration of passion, of who you truly are guiding you to say, if you act on this, you will go down the right path for you. When you ignore it, when you don't act on it, then you could fall into a hole because you're thinking, well, I know better, I'm going to go this way, and that's not necessarily the path that is actually working for you. When you do not act on your passion, then there is no reason for your higher mind to send you more opportunities that contain passion if you're not willing to act on what it's already sent you. So acting on your passion creates this sort of snowball effect and creates this dialogue between your physical mind and your higher mind. And it can keep sending you more opportunities to act on your passion, and they can build and build and become greater and greater until your entire life is just full of passion. Even if you're acting on your passion on little everyday things, you're still acting on the thing that's the most passionate for you, the most attractive to you, the most
all
exciting
right, y'all. I
for you.
appreciate
And that
you
still can be a
watching this.
fulfilled life.
All right, I appreciate you for watching, y'all. We're gonna do better on the sound, and like I say, on my end, I'm not hearing the videos. Y'all are probably hearing the videos on your end. Hopefully, that's what it is. If not, like I said, we're gonna get much more better quality coming through as far as the signals and all of that. But sometimes the Wi-Fi gonna do what it's gonna do. So, I appreciate you. Hope all is well. Blessings, peace and abundance.